Yes guys, this is Nitty Lass and welcome. In this video what we're going to be doing is a response to Drifter's video. I watched Drifter's video yesterday and I got to say, I was very impressed with it. I really was. I love Drifter in himself anyway. I think he's absolutely fantastic YouTube. He's just one to himself. He really is. He's a very intellectual guy, as you can tell. And his different viewpoints and the way that he delivers stuff is very interesting, and it does get me thinking. And in this particular video, what he was talking about was the negativity in the COD community. And I've got to say, I totally agree with him. I mean, I do not understand where all the hate comes from. I'm not just talking about the hate towards the developers for the games or Activision for giving us supply drops and things like that. I mean, like, the hate between everyone. It is quite absolutely nuts. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, at the end of the day for me, this is a computer game. And I love it. I love making videos on it. And I love talking to people about the games, what should happen, what particular weapons I like to see and whatnot else. But the constant abuse that people get, and including myself, now I might voice an opinion that you guys might not like, or some of you might like it, and you know, so I want to give a bit of feedback, and I totally will listen to anything constructive criticism, but it's the constant barrage of hate that you get on PSN, do you know what I mean? And then in comment section or something like that. And that's just not, I mean, I'm just a tiny little, minute little, minuscule thing in a pond. I mean, people like Drifter and stuff like that who are getting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views on any particular video. Now, he's going to have a whole list of people, and people can list in that comment, you know, they'll respond to what Drifter said. Now, they're speaking to Drifter in himself, you know, they'll respond to him, and they'll give him a comment, and they'll go, oh yeah, no, I totally agree with that, mate, yeah, that's a very good comment. Now, someone who doesn't agree with that will then message underneath with a reply saying, oh, why would you think that? You're a fucking dickhead, or I hope your mum dies of cancer, or some shit like that, and you're just like, whoa, hang on a minute. That was up to him to believe. If he's happy with what Drifter says, or if he's happy what Chaos Silence or Hollow Point or T Martin say, or whatever else, you know, if he's happy with what they've actually delivered, what they've said, that is his own right to actually listen to that. We've all got a right to have our own personal opinions on that. Is on class setups. I've seen class setups where I've done class setups and the abuse that you get from it just because I like to play in a certain way to other people. Now, I do my class setups in one way. Now, someone might do another class setup in a different way because that is their style of play and that is what they personally think is best. I am not going to make a class setup, or I am not going to review something and say this just to try and make one person happy, because I can't make everybody happy. You know, people will subscribe to me because they agree with me, but in regards to like the hate that people get was, you know, actually I'd rather swap out stock rather than having grip. Oh, you're a fucking prick. What are you on about? Yeah. Why the hate? Why not go, yeah, I can understand your point of view. I personally don't like the recoil or something. You know, and it's just like that. But then when you look at Reddit and things like that, and you get shit post after shit post, just like Drifter says as well, and all it is negativity. Nothing's ever positive. Nothing's ever happy about anything whatsoever. There is never any positivity towards anything. And I'm not just talking about, okay, the Call of Duty games that we're getting at the moment. I know there's a lot of hate towards all the exosuits and blah, blah, blah. But no one's got any time for each other, have they? I mean, no one's got any time for each other whatsoever. All they want to do is slag each other off. Now, it's crazy because I know and understand that maybe Call of Duty has made that the way that it is. I mean, let's look at it basically. Like, if you're playing Call of Duty and you're playing in a team with your friends, now there could be 6 of you in a team. Whole of you in that team, you win that game. But where do you want to be? You want to be the top dog. You're the one who wants to get all the score streaks. You want to be better than all your friends. You want to be better than everybody else. There's no way that you'll settle for second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth best. And that is just the way your mindset works. And that's the way my mindset works. I want to be on top. Of course I want to be in the #1 spot. Of course I want to be the best player that I possibly can be. But I understand there's better people than me. And if someone is better than me in any particular game, or someone's doing something, you know, I will congratulate someone for that. If I'm talking on a microphone or something, that's a brilliant game, well done and stuff. But the ones that then say 1v1 me, you fucking prick, you're a fucking hacker, you're this, you're that, and you just get absolutely tons and tons of abuse just because you might have had one good game, you might be an absolutely fantastic player. But the barrage of abuse towards everything is absolutely crazy. Now, a lot of people might say that comes from the kids online, got 11 or 12-year-olds, but it does come up from all the way from the young kids all the way up to the older people as well. You know, people get seriously angry and they just hate on each other constantly, which is a bit of a problem. Then moving on towards the people and the actual developers. Now, obviously with Activision, it pissed everyone off with bringing in supply drops, weapons locked in there, stuff like that. That fucking pisses me off. Don't get me wrong, I cannot stand it. I really, really can't. But in Call of Duty titles in the games, I can understand to a certain degree why they change things up. I mean, everybody was moaning back in Modern Warfare 3 that they wanted something different. I know people didn't want exosuits. I know no one went, I want exosuits. I want a different movement-based system. I want to change things up like that. I know no one did, but no one really got together. There was no massive community, no like petition. You know, like when you put something towards a government, you know, I want to change this law. I want to make a law for this. You know, I got 200,000 signatures here. This is what we want to happen. We don't get that in the Call of Duty community. All we get is a load of people just hating on everything, singly, just moaning and moaning and moaning. The developers are not going to pay any attention to it. It's just shit arguments. There's no constructive criticism. There's no one joining together, you know, joining in like some sort of club or, I don't know, some big, massive community that you can actually say, look, sign this thing. This is what we want in the next game. And everyone goes, oh, actually, that's the fucking good idea. I want that in the next game. I'm going to do that in the next game. Sorted, yep, let's do that. And then you can push that onto the developers. Because if there's one thing that doesn't happen is making games overnight. Now, the thing is, before the games were being rushed every 2 years. Now they've been made every 3 years. Now, the trouble is, we got Infinity Warfare coming out. This was being made at the start of Advanced Warfare, which a lot of people still don't seem to realise. I mean, I'm not going to hate on a game that I've never played. Okay, yes, to a certain degree, I wouldn't mind boots on the ground. But to a certain degree, do I mind the movement system? No, not really. I'm personally really excited for Titanfall 2. I know a lot of people that play Call of Duty that hate on Call of Duty for the movement system is looking forward to Titanfall 2. So if you're going to like that, then surely maybe like this one. Don't get me wrong. I know people are going to disagree with me on that. I know I've got some subscribers like Doggy Dentures going to go, hang on a minute. No way. I'm looking forward to that, but I still don't like COD. Okay, I can understand it too, but that is just my personal opinion. That's all it is. Even on regards to the other side, I can understand it because Call of Duty's never felt that type of game where we had to be running across walls or anything else like that. It's always felt like it's boots on the ground. And so, to a certain degree, if you've always been brought up from COD 4 all the way up to now, and it's always been boots on the ground, this sudden change in this, you know, everything else that we're getting in the moment, and then we're going to go into space and start floating around on zero gravity maps, and then we're going to go back to boots on the ground. I can understand that. Why we've had this big shake-up when we're going to put a bit more time into the games and just maybe change up the maps or something else like that along the way instead of kind of copy and pasting things. So I think that maybe we should stop hating on things. And I think that personally, I totally agree with Drifter as well, is that, you know, the barrage of hate that you send towards developers and you just constantly go, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit, you're a fucking dickhead, hope you fucking die, yada, yada, yada. And you just keep going on and on. Who's going to listen to that shit? I mean, if I was the developer and I got messages like that all the time, I wouldn't even read my fucking messages. I wouldn't even bother. You know, if the fucking Marshall needed patch, I'll wait fucking 2 weeks to find out in my little numbers. You know what I mean? You as a community, or us as a community, could have put all that together and said, look, Marshall needs fixing. Let's all sign up for this to get this changed, yada, yada. And people would actually listen to you. People would actually listen to the people doing that instead of listening to all the shit abuse saying, that fucking gun's well overpowered, this is fucking shit, patching, COD's dead, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to leave that one with you. I've probably gone on a bit around. I've probably jumped from bit to bit. I'm just trying to cover as much as I possibly can in a very, very short space of time. But in general, I will say, though, I will be joining with Drifter. I will be trying to help build that bridge and trying to deliver a bit of positivity. Like I said in plenty of previous videos, you know, I'm not going to hate on a game that I've never played before. I'm really looking forward to Infinity Warfare. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. I'm sure Infinity War will deliver a very, very good game. Personally, would I mind not seeing boots on the ground? Of course I wouldn't, but we do get COD 4 as well. I never played on that line on properly, so for me that's a brand new game. I'm getting 2 Call of Duty titles this year, and I couldn't be happier in a certain sense. I really, really couldn't. I know there's a lot of people that say that the Call of Duty is dead and whatnot else, but I really, really don't believe that whatsoever. But I will leave this one with you. Like I say, Everybody has the right to their own different opinions. Everybody can leave their comments in the comment section below, and I will be more than happy to reply to everything else. But if you're going to leave shit posts, we're not going to be replying, because we're going to be trying to spread the love, as I can say. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave this one with you. I know everyone's got different opinions on this, so I'm going to drop out now. And I hope you guys all have a good day, and maybe we can hopefully get back into the happy wagon and join as a COD community and be as happy as the other gaming communities on other games, instead of just hating on each other constantly. But anyone, this is going to be nearly last, closing out now. I'm getting all emotional. No, I'm not. But subscribe button's just coming up on the screen now. If you want to jump on that, this is just a video that's out the blue. I thought I wanted to jump on it and voice my opinions on it. But make sure you subscribe and come back and check lots of other things I've got on my channel. And guys, if you could drop a like, that'd be absolutely fantastic. This is nearly last, and I'll catch you later.